Okay, go right up here. Up there and get a pass.
I don't mean it. I mean get your butts up, get some moving, get some blood pumping. All right, let's go. All right, starting down here. I never coming there, never coming back, never going back. All right. Okay. On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
And a good Saturday morning from a very festive KMOM patient registration area here at the 2010 Kansas Mission Mercy Dental Clinic. Real quick, yesterday we provided 822 patients with $603,000 in free dental care. It's Saturday morning here, day 2, and I'm here with Dr. Wendy Reynolds, who is a dentist from Wichita, Kansas, who today is kind of in charge of this patient registration area. Tell us a little bit about what happens here in this area each and every KMOM.
Okay. This is actually Party Central. We have a great time. We're actually bringing patients in to get them seated and to get them ready to go over to the clinic. We feed them, we entertain them, and we just have a great time.
What time did patients begin arriving yesterday?
We started at 2:45 a.m. and we started doing bracelets and bands at that time, and then they entered the building at 4 o'clock. And then we got them on to triage at 6.
Tell us a little bit about your team that you bring with you every year.
My team is from my office, and we're the orange team, and we have been considered the jailhouse queens. And we just come and we have a great time. We try to make the patients feel real comfortable, have a great time, party, and just take care of everyone.
How many of these have you done?
We've done 7.
And what brings you back each and every year?
The patients and just having a great time and having our friends with the KMOM and just being back with patients every year.
Well, thank you very much. The rest of the day today, this is going to continue to go on. We're going to try and give you a flavor of what goes on from here, kind of through each and every stage of the KMOM clinic as the patients would go through. We got a couple of, I think, some very interesting stories from what happened yesterday with some dentists and patients. So we're going to continue to bring you that for the rest of this segment and let you kind of get a sense of what goes on here at the KMOM clinic. Thank you.
I think we are about ready to go. Let's give the first row a big hand. Let's go! Follow the yellow.
Okay, we're at really step number 2 here at the KMOM clinic. As patients leave the patient volunteer area, they come over here to medical and dental triage. Here they'll be screened for their blood pressure, make sure that the patients are healthy enough to go through the procedures that they may see today, check their vital signs, and then beside here is the dental triage. We have a number of dental volunteers, dentists, and assistants who are checking to see what the patients need. And so they'll do a real quick look in their mouth, find out what the most urgent needs are for the patients, and then they will set them up for cleanings, fillings, or extractions that they'll receive later on today.
Amanda Bigley. Amanda Bigley. We have paperwork. Somebody said they left it over there.
No, I'm not even waiting.
Amanda Bigley.
Oh.
No? Not here? Okay. All right.
I didn't see you.
Okay. I'll leave it right here. Corporate.
Remind Alan where he is, like number one in line. Okay, that's on guard you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, I'm working at you here.
Oh, you're all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. Hi, how are you?
Fillings.
Jennifer.
got the
And
tractor
looking forward to Scott. That's
Okay.
from where
I'll go ahead
and you get to get your teeth cleaned this morning.
and then make sure that, what time does that say?
Well, it was supposed to be in yesterday, but they got my number, so she'll call me later on, tell me when it's in.
Okay, Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure when they get done before you leave,
Yeah.
check and see, okay?
Hi.
Second, let me. Got her?
Got her.
You somebody. So you know where to go. He needs to be taken to fillings. Okay. Okay.
Can I talk to you real quick?
Yeah.
Fine? Okay. Tell us a little bit about what you were here yesterday. Okay, we're here with Chris Kiger from Ottawa, Kansas, who actually is back for his second day here at the KMOM Clinic. Tell us what you had done yesterday.
I had 7 teeth pulled.
And you're back today for...
I got to get like at least 3 or 4 fillings, and then they're going to put like a partial or something in my mouth for the front teeth I got pulled out yesterday. So.
When did you arrive here? You were treated on Friday. You obviously got here Thursday night.
Yeah, I got here at like 11:30 in the afternoon Thursday, so 11:30, 12.
And what time were you treated yesterday? Do you remember?
I came in and it was quick. It was like right away, so probably like around. We came over here around like 5:30, so probably like 6:30.
You're one of the first patients in today, so obviously you stayed overnight again yesterday?
Yeah, we just went straight in the front of the line, just camped out again, put up 10, and there you go, just camped out. So
How important is it to have clinics like this available?
it's good because, it's like, of course, it's free, and then it's harder for people that don't have insurance or, stuff like that. So it's a really good thing that they're doing this, and I'm glad. So I'm proud that they're doing this because I needed it done really bad, and something like this that helps other people out. It's amazing. So.
Well, thank you very much, and we may catch up with you again later.
All right.
Thank you.
Very much.
Bruce Bergstrom from Lebo, Kansas is the executive director of the America's Dentist Care Foundation and America's Mom. Tell us a little bit about what you provide services for the KMOM project.
Okay, Greg, as you know, we bring the equipment to the states, and we're the enabling organization. So we will bring the chairs, the lights, the delivery units, and we'll show you some of them in just a second here. So we provide that in the backup equipment, the suction devices, air dryers, and things like that to give the best quality air, best quality service we can for you states who put on the thing. People need to understand it's the states that do the work. It's the states that raise the money. It's the states that put out all the effort. It's the state docs. We just bring more or less the equipment and help set it up. So that's where we are. That's what our function is as a foundation.
How much equipment did you bring to this project?
We have approximately 80 units that we set up. I can set up. Now we're not using them all here because of size, but we've got 70 some units set up, I believe, if I heard right, and then we have some for backup. So we have a semi-loaded, full of equipment, and we call it our toys. And so it takes about 4, 5, 6 hours on a Thursday for us to get it out and all the volunteers to have it set up.
I was going to ask you about how you got it here, but it not only comes to Kansas, it goes to other states. Tell us a little bit about the other states that you're involved with.
Well, of course, it started here in Kansas. This is our home state, and we are home base out of Wichita, and then Nebraska. And as it has evolved over the years, in the last 2, we're only 2 years old. We're kind of a fledgling foundation. States have come here. As you know, there were 2 or 3 states here last night looking at things. We're at 14 states now, and we have 5 states asking to come on board next year. And it's kind of overwhelming because we're still a young organization trying to sort things out. And so we're a little awkward, but we're forced to grow fast, and we're going to.
Well, very good. Tell us a little bit about the equipment that you brought. We have the dental chair. Tell us, how do you get it in here?
The dental chairs, here's some of the stuff that we have that's a little awkward. These dental chairs were made originally for the U.S. Army, and we're going back to an older style. It doesn't have cranks and so forth later on when we have to add more chairs. But this comes in a suitcase, and these are crammed in a metal rack that's actually made from the racks off of chemicals used on the farm. Those big, huge plastic containers that have a rack surrounding them. We take those racks and customize them, and we stuff these chairs in them. It's not very technically sound, but it works. So the patient chair here is adjustable, and it has various features on it to adjust for the doc's heights, for the patient's comfort. We have side chairs. We have these lights that are high intensity lights that we probably will be replacing also in the later years. And then we have the delivery units back there, which is the heart of the operatory.
And they're all hooked together here. We walk around and take a look at it here, but they're all hooked together through the suction system that you described.
One of the things that we've done over the winter is we've connected, we call them umbilicals. We've connected 8-foot sections of air and suction, and eventually we'll have water too. So we can just quick connect those together as we run down the line. It makes it a lot faster to set up, and then each unit is placed just so to match up with those connections.
So then on tomorrow, after this is all over, this will all be tore back down, put back into your truck, and off to the next one, which is?
Well, next one will be, this is a test, isn't it? Next one will be in Arkansas in May, and then in June we go to Illinois, who was here last night, and they'll have their first one, and then on to Wisconsin,
Very good. Thank you very much, Bruce.
Thank you.
All right. Well, here in just a few minutes, our patient Chris is going to come in here into the numbing area. I'm here with Dr. Lisa Gonzalez, a general dentist from Kansas City, Kansas, who's in charge of this area. Tell us a little bit about what happens in here.
Well, in here we prepare the patient for the restorative work, which would be the fillings. Bring them in, sit them down, numb them, make sure they're good and numb, and then we will bring them out of the area into a sitting area ready to go so they are totally numb when the doctors start working on them. It speeds up the process. The restorative doctors get to do more fillings and hopefully accomplish a lot more that way.
Well, 10 minutes ago, this was a pretty quiet place, and all of a sudden it's very hectic. Things move along pretty fast here.
They move very fast. We have 8 doctors or hygienists working in here. We're moving them in and out constantly, usually a couple hundred patients a day. So it's moving all the time.
And you're a veteran of these projects. How many have you done, and how did you get involved?
This is my 9th one, and I was on the wind-up board at the time and got recruited for the first one, and then got, I guess you could say, recruited for the second one, which was one of the largest ones in Kansas City, and I co-chaired that one, and I've been on board ever since.
Thank you for your time.
Yep, thank you.
This one?
How are you today? Good.
Back again.
You were here yesterday,
I
huh,
got
Chris?
17 pulled yesterday.
Well, wow.
Yeah.
So you're back for some fillings today.
Yeah.
So they just numb you in the upper front?
They numb me on the front and then right down here.
Chris, I'm John, and this is Regina.
Nice to meet you, guys.
Are you in much discomfort after the extractions yesterday? Are you doing okay today?
I'm doing okay. Just still bleeding and stuff, but it's kind of getting done. Then I go get a slipper or a parcher, whatever you want to call it, after this.
Good deal.
Yeah, they did all that stuff yesterday.
All right. Well, we've been following a patient, Chris, through the morning, and he's been in your chair this morning. Talk a little bit about what brings you to KMOM, and why you're here, and this is a project that's kind of in your neck of the woods, so to speak.
Yes, it is. This is the second KMOM that's been in Southeast Kansas. Actually, out of the 9 KMOMs, I've gone to 8 of them. It's just a special opportunity to give back to a profession that's been very good to myself and my family. We get a lot more out of this than we ever give. And so there's no other, if anybody that knows me, there's no other reason I would get up at 4 in the morning to come over here. We just get a lot done for a lot of different people.
Obviously, a lot of early mornings, the patients, they get here. I mean, he got here, he actually was here yesterday, got some dental care, did the extractions, came back today. So there's obviously a huge need out there.
Yes.
What is the role of organized dentistry in what we do here?
Well, there is such a need out there, and the economy, especially in Southeast Kansas, is very poor at this time, that organized dentistry, I believe, is taking the lead role in trying to meet that need. And this is one way we do it.
Well, thank you very much, and let you get back to work.
Thank you.